You might have heard of ghost hunters, people who search potentially haunted houses for signs of paranormal activity. But what if something spooky happens underwater? Who are you going to call? We found a group you can call right here in Southwest Florida. Four in Your Corner's Marissa Mendelson joining them on one of their local investigations.
Cape Coral has miles upon miles of man-made canals. In 2007, a car with 3 young men in it slammed into this canal near Northwest 33rd Avenue. All 3 men died.
The divers went in and found 2 of the bodies, and the third one they didn't find till the next afternoon.
It happened directly behind Larry Brem's house. He remembers hearing someone screaming for help the night of the crash.
By the time we got back in and put some clothes on so we could come outside, the help had disappeared.
Okay, if you guys can grab the other 2 dive flags.
Flash forward 2.5 years later. Now a team of paranormal divers wants to find out if the men who died in this Cape Coral canal are still here, perhaps in spirit. Lee Ehrlich, the dive team leader, briefs his crew about what they're about to investigate.
Why are we here? We're here because we've received calls about people being seen by the seawall and mangrove that aren't there when someone looks for them. So we've got a situation where we're having perhaps an apparition phenomena, and we've got some history behind it.
The team sets up equipment both in the water and on land.
John, you got a live feed? How's it look? Give me a shot with the light, please.
Soon divers are going to take this camera into the canal and you'll be able to see everything that they see underwater.
Underwater ghosts don't look like people. It's not as if King Neptune comes up riding up on a seahorse. It's not like that. These are glimpses of energy.
During the dive, the underwater crew can communicate with the team on the surface.
Copy that. Can you just give us a feel of how it is on the bottom?
Because of that, the divers have a tough time searching for possible artifacts from the crash, so they move on and search for any sort of paranormal activity.
We're here to find out the truth. We want to find out what we can see, what we can hear, what we can find down there.
Parts of the dive are done in complete darkness. The divers turn off their lights to see if any lights from the paranormal world appear. Once out of the water, the divers physically come up empty-handed.
It's not necessarily what you find, it's what you don't find.
But in this case, they did see a light.
It could have been something paranormal. It could have been something trying to reach out to us. We just don't know, but we know it wasn't normal.
At the end of this investigation, the paranormal divers pull away.
I feel when we do these things, we do the people justice. We're down there trying to find something. If they're reaching out for them, we reach out for, we reach back.
And while mystery still surrounds this Cape Coral canal, the paranormal divers hope they helped someone, somewhere. In Cape Coral, Marissa Mendelson, Fox 4, in your corner.
The paranormal divers team still has 4 hours of underwater audio recordings to review from that dive. We'll let you know what they find on there. And we should point out that our chief photographer, Kurt Trimper, who can be a spooky guy sometimes, gets a lot of credit for working very hard with Marissa to follow the team. It's kind of tricky when you're shooting video in water and then looking for something that's not of this world.
Absolutely. I'm kind of glad I didn't get assigned to that story because I would be a little scared out there.
Nothing scares Marissa Mendelson.
I know, she's a tough cookie, that one.
She goes after it.